Welcome back on Diamond. Today I want to propose you a video about the unboxing review about the White Dwarf issue 505 of October 2024, released by the Games Workshop. Literally the October one. And in fact we had the orcs in the cover and the mega battle inside, even if it's not so mega, okay? But it's really about the orcs. Well, there is one thing that I quite like. It's the fact that as the comeback of the Black Area, so really quite amazing one. Moreover, you'll not hear me this time. It's wonderful. Have a rant about the inserts because you can read everything without any problem because are at the right back. So it's not a problem to read the White Dwarf and having this in the mess in the middle. So quite nice. We had double things because we have this that it's a double side background that you can see. So it's a sort of factory about the orcs, and here this that could be a savage one about the orcs themselves. Quite nice. Remember that you can use this as a background for your photo and so on. It's really quite amazing. Here you have this that it's really about Warhammer 40k, and this is really about Age of Sigmar, and this is quite nice because this is for the Channel Handbook 2017. So it means that as usually I say, it's quite nice to use the old ones and adjust them a bit to the new edition, and you can gain quite a lot more missions about that you have yet, so quite nice. Then we can see here that we had the alternative cover of the White Dwarf, that it's the same that we can see at the beginning. It's exactly the same without any writing. So remember that this it's nice, but you can have only making the subscription to the White Dwarf itself, so pay attention. It's nice because anyway it's an alternative cover. It's an amazing artwork, really. So it's always wonderful to have like it is, and you can save also money making the subscription. So eventually think about that as an option. So now we have simply to open the White Dwarf and see the contents. So here we have the introduction, here we have the contents inside, and here we have a description about the inserts that there are, so quite intriguing. Here you have the mailing list of the reader to the team of the White Dwarf. As usual, I suggest you, even if not to read this part, to see the images, because for example you can have like this, something that could be really quite amazing to have inspiration about modifying, painting or so on, or other options, because anyway it's always something that could be useful for some ideas. For example, this part about these slots and so on that could be put in use to personalize. So little things maybe, but always quite amazing ones. And you can have also scheme of colors, little details. There are a lot of things that you can have inspiration about. I suggest you to see. Also here we had the part about the bunker. In this case, for example, it's nice about this image because you can see, for example, the standards and so on. So you can see something that you can personalize about. We have yet seen this part because these things has been yet seen. But anyway, you can use them as an inspiration because you can use, for example, for the papers here, the pamphlets or so on, that could be a really quite intriguing part about these things. So quite nice anyway. Or gain inspiration about how to create your own challenges that you want to paint something and so on. So give you some schedules about. Or create your campaign. For example, here we have a Trouble in Paradise that you can create so a campaign about Warhammer 40k that could be really quite intriguing. So it's a way to understand better. They had this that it's the mission that we have seen before about Warhammer 40k in the inserts, that it's even if you detach the inserts you have the original part. And same we can say about the part about the Age of Sigmar 1. So really quite nice in my opinion. They had this that it's really about Warcry. In this case, it's nice because we have a developing a sort of campaign that it's really about Hel Claws. So the actual timeline that it's in when I registering in the Age of Sigmar. So it's something that I think it's really quite intriguing. Or strategic part, for example, this that could be interesting about Warhammer 40k. Remember that you can apply these tactics often also to other game sister or other armies, so don't be too worried about oh my god, how to play with this. No, it's some ideas, so it's really quite intriguing part eventually, so nice. Then we can find something intriguing about the Shrinkflation feature, for example how to paint or so on. So it's nice because you can see how you can create really quite intriguing things and personalize to gain some intriguing after effects. So or some hobby axe. So there are a lot of options that information that you can gain from these articles. Here again, some displays that are always nice. As I said about painting, modifying, basing on some, they could be really quite awesome ones. And you can gain quite a lot of different options and so on that you can appreciate. Not it's up to you. Still, there are something that it's always to see, because maybe there is something that could catch your attention and desire to copy or inspire about. Then we have about the Zone Chalnath, that here we have so new background related about that. It's a background that it's developing, so quite nice in my opinion. And here we can find so quite a lot of intriguing information also about the Sisters of Battle. So there are a lot of things that you can gain here. So it's a way to have a progression about the background. Then about the Crusade part rules for the Sister of Battle. So it's not bad at all, because have quite a lot of rules for the ones that are interested. Usually I don't play with this, but I like the background in the middle of this part, the images that you can see. So there are anyway some things that could be quite intriguing to gain ideas or so on. So nice. And I've had the mega battle that it's about orcs against orcs. So we have 6 players of 1000 armies each. So each of each can have playing about 1000 points each one, and 6 play about. I don't think that it's so mega, because it's 3000 points for each side, so it's 6000 points, okay. But if you think about the normally the players use 2000 points each, so 4000, it's not so big. I sincerely, for a mega, I think that it's something a bit more, okay. But anyway, it's quite intriguing, because anyway there are big pieces in the middle and so on, so it's always nice to see such type of battle. And it's a way to understand nice, because it's a way that it's not often used about having multiple players gaming and so on. So it's a way to play in a different way, so I like this way. And you can see, for example, for having the Shank features that could be inspiring, because it's all related about the orcs. Or if you want to start to play Warhammer 40k, or if you want to know the orcs themselves, it's a really quite intriguing part. So I would suggest you to read, even if you play another game, could be a way to understand better about these things, or to know the rules, or how the ones that make the rules play. So there are quite a lot of things that could be really quite inspirational about. And I love also to see the images, because they can inspire a lot about the dioramas that you can gain, for example, for some matches one against the other of the models. So I found this really quite nice always to find. I quite like such type of battle reports, so quite nice. And really, it's up to you decide if you prefer another thing, but it's something to give a try. So amazing one. Here we have also an arm gallery that it's again related about the orcs, because remember that it's the October. And again, an amazing army about, and we can see also more in detail and so on, and gain inspiration about, because there is quite a lot of amazing parts or Sigmar colors that you could be interested. So step by step you can improve quite a lot, personalization and so on. There is really quite a lot of options that you can gain. Really simple maybe, but always inspirational. Think about this, that are the Imperial Knights adapted to be orc ones. I think that it's something that you'd want to try if you are going to use the orcs and so on. So remember that the orcs can cannibalize everything, and it's true really. Then we move on Age of Sigmar. It's a bit of pity that there isn't the usual image, that it's the classical background imaging to move from one type of section to another. Here we go to the Death Knell with the flashpoint of the hunt, that it's continuous, so it's really quite intriguing part, and it's continuing the part about the background after the part about the Warcry Crusade. In particular, here we have this that it's in action, so it's always quite amazing, because it's about the new and so on, and I find it really quite nice. And so we have this that it's a sort of campaign in a way, so it's quite nice. We have also option that could be used for having a mission eventually. And then we had this, that it's a part about the Astral Templars with Hamilcar that goes against the Skaven. Here I'm intrigued because remember that has been published before the auto-releasing of the Stormcast Eternus Battle Tome, the Rus, and the Stormcast Eternus Battle Tome is going to be released soon. And I think that also being used something later about. Anyway, here it's always nice because we can see background related, and it's always something that I like, because I like the background about Age of Sigmar, and I love also the images. I love such type of voice here that could be inspirational. I love such type of writing really, and really step by step we can improve the knowledge about this army of some host of the Stormcast Eternus, and improve the background, so quite nice. Moreover, this we have the designer note about the Scavens, that remember that has yet seen the Battle Tome and releasing of it, so it's nice because the amazing Minotaur's new ones and so on are something fantastic. So I suggest you to see this, because you can know, for example, here it's something that I always love, because it's the map of the history of the Skaven. It comes from the Warhammer Fantasy part till now, so we can really understand better how it developed and so on. Really something nice. I really like such thing, because you can see how it progressed along the time, and it's a way to know better. Even myself that I played for the last time here, I anyway like to see these things, to see a sort of summary about what happened, because I can't remember everything with the timeline and so on, and sometimes seeing this make me understand how much time has passed, or a few time has passed, so always quite amazing one I like. Although you can see about the skill of the models if you're interested about, and really a lot of parts related about how they've been chosen, how they've been sculpted, the reasoning about a lot of things, and knowing them better. So even if you know yet the Skaven, you can appreciate. If you don't know, it's a good way to know, and maybe to start the army. Okay, still they are really fantastic ones. I love, and I like such things really. So give a try, because anyway it's something that it's always quite welcome. Moreover, there is this, it's a new model that has been released. It's fantastic, really big, but really fantastic. So tons of things, and you can admire the details. You can really have quite a lot of fun about, so amazing. And then we move to Horus Heresy with the fall of Nikon City. So we have the background related. These images are always welcome. I love such white and black ones. And it's a sort of like having a story about, because anyway it's nice, and it's developing of the background, but not only about the background, that it's always welcome, but also, okay, we can flip about the rules, so we can find also a way to play these scenarios eventually. So the ones that want to play with Horus Heresy, sincerely will find this quite amazing one, really. And so also the mission that you can use, really quite intriguing part. And we have quite a lot of options to create this sort of mini campaign at the end, so nice. And then we had the comeback of the Black Library with this Warhammer Horror. We remember that we are in October, so this is quite welcome as option. I hope that there will be each time again the article about the Warhammer, the Black Library one, because I love to read such one, even if it's a bit horrible this story, but quite nice. Okay, it's up to you decide, but I find this always amazing, because remember that sometimes there are exclusive stories that you can find only the White Dwarf for sometimes, otherwise you can find them quite intriguing to study better English, or to see different styles, to know a new author, new armies, and so on. So you can have quite a lot of inspiration about these novels, and I quite like them, so I think that you could benefit quite a lot from these things. And here we can find what we see in the next White Dwarf eventually, so it could be nice. We are seeing this, and then we have the back, so quite amazing, with these orcs that give you a goodbye with this Ghostly October. So what to say about such White Dwarf? I think that it's really quite interesting, either that you are interested about Warhammer 40k, Warcry, Age of Sigmar, or Horus Heresy, because there are tons of things that are really quite amazing one. The only thing that I don't like is that opening this, because these are the inserts, you risk to ruin a bit the back, okay, but better than the other options later. So some things are till they don't make that each time they publish this with a external bag or so on that you can put the inserts aside. Okay, still I find this White Dwarf really quite nice. There are tons of ways, moreover if you're interested about the orcs, to think about personalizing and so on, but sincerely it's complete, because there are for the shiny future, for the miniatures, the background for different type of playing that you want, the missions related, the campaigns, maybe not too much about Age of Sigmar, but anyway, it's really quite a lot of things that you can gain pleasure about reading. Eventually, it's depending about what you want to play, what you're interested about, and so on. But really, it's quite dense of information, so I quite like this. Eventually, tell me what you think about, because I think that in a way it's interesting to know and to discuss about what you'd like in a White Dwarf eventually. Anyway, at least for now, only for the White Dwarf, I decided to put in the description the link about my wish list for Amazon if you are interested about making me a gift about. I know it's the first time that I do, so I hope that it works. Anyway, it's something that it's a try. Don't feel that you have to do or so on. It's simply something that if you want to cooperate with me to give me some things that maybe I use then as a review or so on, it could be useful, or that can be useful also for the channel. So eventually you have a thing that you can share with. So from that mode, it's everything. I invite you to subscribe to the channel, to ring the bell so to receive notification about new video, to comment under here about this video, or if you want to suggest me new videos. So I hope to see you again to the next time.